Anything stand out in the film today?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was. Thought we played really hard. I thought we worked really hard. There was lots of little areas that we put a lot of effort into, which is good. Kind of usually pays some dividends at some point in the game, right? There's some really outstanding defensive performances. There was some that were not so outstanding as well, right? There's some that weren't very solid at all, right? There were some quick early breakdowns and things like that. So pretty good mix of showing them this is how it should look and we can't have this isn't acceptable, right? So it was a pretty good mix of that. And go ahead. I was going to say, well, and the other end is decent. I thought there was good ball movement. Again, it's a lot of just tinkering with, spacing's close. It's not quite right on some, it's just continuing to fine tune, some of that stuff. But we did make a lot of really good plays and a lot of good reads and a lot of good passing, I thought, in the game.
Fred made a comment, I think, on media day, like, finally you guys got it big for him to play pick and roll with, like, and I think he reiterated that last night.
Yep.
What do him and Koloko have, or what does Koloko allow him to do that you guys haven't had in the past?
Well, I just think it's a consistency of that's a guy that they're going to probably guard with a center, right? So a lot of times when we don't have one, we don't know exactly where the center's going to end up. So it's a little bit clunky at times trying to figure that out as you're coming up the floor. Just gives it kind of more rhythm that most point guards are used to, right? The same guy knows he's coming into the drag or the side screen and roll or whatever as the offense is in flow. Or if you're late and it's breaking down, he's the one probably coming out and you're going to. So there's a little bit of just rhythm, I think, that helps. He's a good screener. I know point guards really appreciate that, right? And he's going to come along as a roller finisher. I think he's not quite there yet, but he's showing signs of it, right? I think he will come along, get some strength, get some feel, and be able to put some pressure on the front of the rim.
One of the things that keeps coming up with Christian is that he doesn't make a lot of mistakes for a rookie. Is that even more surprising as a rookie big? Like, I feel like with young bigs, it usually takes a little bit longer than maybe some of the other positions.
Yeah, I think that's what people say a lot, right? And I just think that's probably more on court with repetitions and stuff. He's extremely bright, right? Which is he understands what we're doing. Like I said, he's got a pretty big motor, which enables him to make an effort, right? It's like again, playing hard and making an effort still goes a long way of contributing to a team's success, and he's been able to do that.
Nick, Christian had two vertical contests, one on Garland and then one on Mitchell, where it looked like Mitchell was going up for the dunk and he answered it completely. What's that say about his IQ to stay solid, stay vertical, not get caught up in that excitement?
Yeah, he's been coached well, right? He understands when it's a shot block and when he can't get there, and he can still be a problem by just going straight up and making them move it around him. They do move it around him once in a while, but again, it's better than the straight-in layup with no challenge. It's your choices, right? To block the shot, go vertical, or take a charge are the choices you got to make. And he seems to know, and as a shot blocker, you usually are down to two, right? You don't see a lot of shot blockers taking a ton of charges. So he's done a pretty good job of reading that situation as well.
Based on him, Precious, and Pascal, maybe the thing to do is start playing basketball later in life, right? Like it's all three of them, I think, started playing at like 15, 16, 17, and yet all things considered, like all three of them have pretty high IQs for somebody that didn't start playing until late, no?
Yeah, they do. They're all three really good players, and especially know what they're doing on the defensive end. I think all three of them have some talent, natural ability there to be good defenders, and then with the IQ mixed in, certainly helps. But I think, back to your question, there's a lot of things that applies to in life.
This time last year, you guys lost the first game against the Wizards. Now, how important is getting the first win, but then also taking that into a team like Brooklyn?
Well, I don't know. I think that one's probably done and dusted. I think the game a year ago probably didn't have a great impact on last night's game, although I think we did feel like we were much more composed last night out there than we did a year ago. But there was so much uncertainty last year, right? Again, I think it's really important. Like, listen, you go play a game in this league. You know, you get a win. That's what you need to do. And then we do what we did today. We had a great learning session. We really learned a lot from last night's game, and now we got to try to take it to the floor tomorrow and get ready for Brooklyn.
Nick, you were mentioning
You go ahead. One more.
with Pascal and Scotty, there were times where maybe they were getting a bit too deep into the pace.
OG,
last night.
yeah, OG.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
But specifically when Christian was there in the dunker spot, did you see maybe stuff where he can learn, like, to be in a better angle for the pass and stuff like that?
There was a few of those. Again, I think we could show a little bit of both last night. That the play was a little earlier to the outside, and then the play was a little higher to the inside, right? Yeah, throw it up to guys with the reach and length that he's got. Yeah.
Anybody back today?
Anybody back
Healthy?
today? Kem was back today. Yep.
And is Chris getting closer?
He's getting closer. I don't know when we're going to turn him loose. He's in pretty good shape. Should be soon.
Anything stand out from watching the film today?
Uh,
Good or bad?
I mean, we did a lot of good things defensively. We did a lot of good things defensively for sure. There's a lot of stuff we were watching during film that we didn't do good. I think it was during the second quarter because we played really good first quarter. Defense was good. I think we only allowed like 22 points or something like that first quarter, and then second quarter it was a little bit, probably the guy was a little bit tired or something, but we had a really good fourth quarter, so we played as a team and play defense as a team and ball pressure, and we got deflection steals, and just, we had a good offense after.
You were telling us yesterday that your phone was blowing up after the game. What was the coolest message that you got? Was there anything that was like, was there anybody that you heard from that surprised you didn't expect?
I mean, no, really. I mean, there were some people that I didn't even know who they were. They just text me. I was like, I don't know this number. But yeah, it was just cool seeing the reaction the people got, back home. They're really happy for me, and the people that saw me, start playing basketball. Those people like texting me and they just saying like it's incredible, seeing me out there. It's crazy.
You didn't start playing basketball until pretty late compared to probably a lot of guys in the NBA. One of the things that keeps coming up from your teammates, and Nick has talked about it, is your poise, that you don't make a lot of mistakes for a rookie. Considering you got a late start to the game, where does that poise come from, do you think?
I feel like that's just who I am. Just in life in general, I take everything kind of seriously. If I'm on court, I'm gonna try to make the less mistake possible. Even in life, when I'm doing in school, when I was in school or doing an assignment, I'm trying to get the best grade possible. So just trying to be the best version of myself, basically.
Christian, Pascal was saying that he didn't want to bother you before the game, figuring you probably had enough going on. Did he have anything to say to you after?
Oh, we actually talked this morning. Well, we got here at the same time, so we're in the locker room together. We talked about it. He was just asking me how I felt during my first game, and we just talked. He was like, yeah. Because I told him I was a little bit, stressed and like anxious at the beginning before I checked in. But the good thing was that I kind of knew I was going to play because Coach told me after shooting around, like, you got to be ready. You're probably going to check in pretty early. And, he told me, Pascal just told me that it's normal, and now I got this game under my belt, so now it's just, I kind of saw what I should expect.
How does it feel to have so much confident teammates that believe in you, a coach that believes in you, giving you minutes really early, everything?
I mean, that's all you need as a rookie. You want people that believe in you, people that trust you when they put you on the court, and I feel like I got it here. All my teammates, they trust in me. The coaches start trust me, and and just myself, just me being me, just going out there and do whatever the coach want me to do, just to help the team. Not trying to do too much, and I think that's gonna help me.
How do you feel running pick and roll with Fred? It was something he said it was great to have someone like you on the team who he could do that with.
I feel like it's amazing because Fred is he's a really good pick and roll player. He knows when to get me to pass me the ball. He knows when he's gonna attack the big man. So just having me, my goal is to get him free. is to get him free. So when I set the screen every time, it's trying to get him free, and like as we saw yesterday, he can really play good off the pick and roll.
What are you looking for when you come up to set that screen?
Oh, I'm just looking to get him free, like I said, to set a good screen, and if I know if I set a good screen, I'm gonna be open, or he's gonna be open, or if they help too much, somebody else gonna be open in the corners and something like that. So you just to have to get somebody free basically.
There was one specific play where you rolled, you got the ball from him, and then after attacking, you had two bodies, so you swung it to the corner. And then after that ended, he kind of came to you and spoke to you. What was he explaining to you there?
Oh yeah, I remember. I feel like it's just because I kind of caught the ball and I didn't land on 2 feet, and kind of my pass was kind of like I threw like a left-handed pass, so he wanted me to, told me like just catch the ball and land it, and just make a decision when you're on the ground, don't make a decision when you're in the air. So it's just some this type of little stuff.
How did last night feel compared to a year ago this time?
Definitely felt good. Just kind of having a year of experience. I know it's not that much, but just kind of feeling like I've been there before, and a little less nerves and stuff like that. So it was good. Good to come up with a win for our first game. I think we lost last year, our first game, so it was a good start.
You had a nice half-court shot in that game.
Yeah, I did. I remember that.
Does that first introduction of the season ever get old in front of that crowd?
Nah, never. I love the fans, and they always show us a crazy amount of support, and we're grateful for it. So every time we get a chance to play, we're going to give it our all.
Have you given Christian any advice coming off your rookie year of sort of what to expect, the highs and the lows and everything?
He talks to a lot of the older guys, but I would say that, yeah, we talk here and there, but just sharing that what I've been through, just going through times of not playing and stuff like that. So just going through the G League and having my time there and just taking that to my advantage. So, we talk, here and there, but, he's good. He's been doing great. He works every day. He comes in here, works hard, works on his craft, and, he's playing with a lot of energy, and he's going to be good for us.
You checked in as the second point guard off the bench last night. Is there any element that you're focusing on this season to bring to the team?
Just trying to get to what coach needs. Do a lot of the little things. Play to our pillars, come in and try and change the pace of the game, pick up full court, stuff like that. And, just kind of give these guys extra push. They're out there working hard. Our leaders are doing what are asked of them. So, when we come in, we come out with that second unit, we got to do the same.
What's it mean to you when Pascal fouls out and that crucial juncture of the game, Nick trusts you to go in there?
It means a lot. Definitely just taking the opportunity. Whenever your name's called, you have to be ready. So, I was just trying to do that. I was in there for a couple seconds, got in, got out. But, it's great. It's good to see that, he'll throw me in there at such a crucial time. So it's good.
In a situation like that where the other team's going to throw the full court press and trying to force that steal, what are the main things that you focus on?
And we know the clock, time, and score. So just kind of, you got to get the ball in bounds. You're playing against a lot of quick, fast guys. So get the ball in bounds and don't turn it over and wait till they foul you, make free throws. That's definitely the plan.